evening, guys. What is up? We are back with yet another video, and today is not, a very long one, but nevertheless, this is gonna be more so of a chit chat self-care night routine because if you guys see my last video that I posted, you guys know that I haven't really been on my like self-care grind like that in terms of like doing like proper maintenance and stuff like that. So tonight I am definitely taking the time out to actually do some proper maintenance and really like just upkeep, you know what I mean? So yeah. And also while I'm doing all of that, I'm gonna also be just letting you guys in on what's been going on, give you guys a proper update video on everything. Because you guys know there has been a lot of changes going on. Kind of just wanna go more into detail about what's been really going on and everything like that. Today was really like a resting day, so I'm gonna go ahead, continue that vibe and just really get some proper maintenance in, washing my hair, and doing my skincare routine as well. So we're gonna get into that, and y'all, you guys do not want to see my hair under this scarf, okay? I'm gonna be using this Oregon Magic shampoo. I've been using this for a couple of months now, and it really just, does its job. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. And as of right now, I'm not using any conditioner. Should I get conditioner? Probably. And I probably will do a little bit of like shopping in terms of like getting more hygienic products and stuff. But as of right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and work with what we have, which is this shampoo. Get my hair clean, come back, blow dry it, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead, wash my hair, and I'll most likely be right back. Good. First things first, hold up. I'm gonna put some Jisoo on because my nail. So, anyways, we have washed our hair. I feel good. I feel clean. I feel amazing, and I'm ready to just get into the next step of today's skincare and like self-care, nighttime routine, chit chat. You know the drill. You know the drill. Also, I am planning on getting some more like sleepwear like robes because I really love this black silk robe so much. I've literally had it for like quite some time, so I think it's time to get some new ones. But she's cute, she's a vibe. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the skincare. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a mask today. I was thinking maybe we should do a mask, but I'm like no, because already my skin is pretty dry as it is, and it really just needs moisture. Just like my hair. My hair needs moisture. Yeah, we're gonna get that situated. Okay, let's see. So I do have a few like ordinary skincare here. Am I gonna use it? I don't think so. Cause I actually use a couple of these products already. And I do like the ordinary like hyaluronic acid serum, but I don't think I'm gonna be using that today. Like I don't really want anything like too tightening today, and I feel like the ordinary products are quite tightening and like really firm, which is really good if you're like trying to achieve that. But as of right now, I kind of just want something more relaxed, more so something really like moisture heavy base because my skin just needs that. So we're gonna go into beauty bio. Y'all, the way I just include beauty bio in about almost all of my skincare products, like beauty bio, I think one of these days I'm really just gonna become an ambassador of beauty bio because like it's just so good and I'm always using their products. I literally have so many of the products. Like, hello, like I have so many of beauty bio products because they're just that good to me. I might have to reach back out to them. Like, okay, now as for the chit chat aspect of this video. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into the skincare, all the things. I'm gonna put this behind my ears. Okay, so in my previous chit chat self-care video, you guys know that I have been going through a lot of changes, child, like changes, okay? So little update, you know, I still currently am working my 9 to 5 job. I'm not gonna disclose what exactly I do, but just know I do have a job outside of content creating. And honestly, I am planning on leaving that job pretty soon and actually either going to another job, like a higher paying job, or just kind of seeing where like Yael leads me. But I do plan on leaving that job nevertheless quite soon. And I know you guys are probably thinking like, girl, you just started working there, da da da. Yes, I do know I just started working there. I started working there probably like for about a month, but I do plan on leaving quite soon. And I'm gonna tell you guys the reasons as to why I am planning on leaving that job very soon. I think for my skincare routine, it's really not gonna be anything complex or anything. I'm literally just gonna use, of course, like my Beauty Bio Quench, as you guys seen that I like literally just put on. And I'm also just gonna use my facial oil from Body Prescriptions as well. Hopefully you guys can see that. But it's literally gonna be like 2 steps and then, you know, I'll be good. As for the reasons as to why I wanna leave that job, oh my God. I know that I am meant to be doing something way bigger than what I'm currently doing in terms of like my 9 to 5 job and like how I make my income and stuff like that with my 9 to 5 job. And I know that this is just part of my story. I know that this is just, you know, part of the process. And, you know, everyone has a story to tell on like how, you know, they reached their success and all the things, right? And I know that, you know, me getting a job outside of content creation and me going through like, you know, whatever I have been going through is just part of the process and it's part of the story. And I get that entirely. But you know what's also part of the story? Getting out of that situation too. Like getting out of the things that I know is not really for me. And I mean, obviously, I don't know all of the reasons as to why, you know, Yahweh wanted me to be placed in that establishment. It could have been, you know, just for, you know, obviously financial reasons. Or it could have also been like maybe I'm supposed to be meeting somebody there and that's why he has me in that specific, you know, establishment. Like, I don't know. But all I do know though is that I am planning on leaving that job very soon to get a higher paying job very soon. And as for getting a higher paying job, I have been looking at like Indeed, looking in LinkedIn, all of that for jobs that I know I will, you know, really excel in. And I haven't gotten a response. Like, actually, I have gotten a response to one, but that one was literally like so incredibly sketchy. So make sure that when you are applying to jobs like online, like double check just in case because people be out here trifling, okay? But yeah, that one was just really sketchy. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is honestly just go in person and seeing jobs in person, honestly. Yeah, like I may have to do that, but I don't know, like we'll see. Like, you know, we'll see what Yahweh has in store for me. in terms of like jobs and everything else really. But honestly, that's really like the rundown. That's really part of the reason as to why I want to leave my job. But I am pretty much done with my skincare. As I said before, like it's literally like 2 steps. That's it for tonight, okay? Okay, as for my hair though, my hair is a different situation. It definitely is. But let's see what's going on in here. Okay. I love my hair. It's so pretty. So cute, so girly. Ah! My hair is so cute. My hair is so cute. I love my afro. Like, period. And it's so interesting how like we have shrinkage. It's so interesting how we have shrinkage because, girl, let me tell you, this hair, yeah, it stretches. A little short fro moment. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Imagine I had a mohawk, like a mohawk moment. This like snatches up my face, like, whoa, okay. Actually, a really fun fact, when I was like in third to fourth grade, I used to have braided mohawks, like in fourth grade. Yo, those would eat down, like, those would literally eat down. Those were so cute to me. And they were cute, period. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, blow dry my hair, and then we'll continue with this whole, like, you know, update chit chat vibe, okay? Dried the hair. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, my hair has been growing a lot as of recently. And I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. Anyways, okay. Now that we're done blow drying my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil on it because, as I said before, like my hair has been quite dry and we just need to take care of her, okay? So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use some rosemary oil from Camille Rose. I've had this for about a good month. Like, it's actually lasted quite well. Put that on my scalp. All that good stuff, y'all. All that good stuff. But anyways, back to what I was saying before about like the job and everything. So that was just one of the reasons why as to why I want to, leave the job. But also like it's just not my environment. Like like the job itself, like it does take on getting used to, but you know, in terms of like the people that works there, it gives very fake. You know, it gives very fake, and it's just like that's not the type of environment I want to be around. And I know right now, like I'm in a season where it's just like I'm doing what I have to do in order to do what I want to do. And obviously, content creation has always been something I want to do. And it's not even something I want to do, I'm obviously doing it already. But, you know, just having this as like one of my main sources of income, like, you know, that's what I'm talking about. I definitely need more oil because why did this just run out? Okay. Let me go get more oil and I'll be right back. Okay, I just got more oil, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, job, right. So yeah, I just know it's just not my environment. It's not my type of environment. It's not my vibe. And I just know I'm meant to be doing something more. And I feel like, you know, this week, like there was a specific moment this week where I was just like, I gotta remember who I am. I'm that girl. Like I'm literally Aliyah. Like I'm that girl. And I feel like, sometimes we kind of forget like who we are for real. But sometimes like there's certain moments where we kind of like get that remembrance back. Or just like, wait, hold up. What's going on here? Whoa. You know, and I feel like during this week I definitely had that realization again. So yeah, I definitely am planning on leaving that job soon. So yeah, I think this week, sometime this week, I'm gonna go ahead and really start with getting, start looking in person with like higher paying jobs and seeing how, that goes. Also, in terms of like jobs and stuff, that's pretty much all I got for right now. You guys know that I am, in the process of getting my own, getting my own place and everything. And I am still planning on getting my own place by the end of actually this month. And I have an idea as to where I'm gonna go. And I'm making moves towards it. And it's gonna be a lot of work to really, accumulate the resources I need, to really move into the place that I am kind of having an idea as to where I'm gonna be. But I know it's just all gonna be worth it, so I'm just keeping that in mind. But I did look at other places as well, and there was actually a lot of apartment tours that I went on. I mean, I did a whole video on like apartment tours. If you guys haven't seen that, go ahead, check it out if you guys want to. And I took you guys along with like a couple of my apartment tours, but I definitely did a lot more than that. And there was a couple where I was really looking towards like moving into those places, but then all of a sudden like things just didn't feel right. Things just didn't really align, and so I was just like, okay, well, I think I have an idea as to where I'm gonna go now. So, it's just all really like happening according to Yahweh's will. And it's all happening according to his, divine timing. So it's really just, trusting in him and just letting go, honestly. Cause child, this whole process is honestly like tiring. So yeah. So yeah, it's really up to him. All up to him. But yeah, of course I'm gonna continue doing my part, continue working, making sure that, I am putting in the work and the effort to really get whatever has to get done, and moving into my new place. So yeah. Brushing my hair feels so good. Like I just need to be doing this more often. Like really brushing it thoroughly. Like, I'm talking brush to scalp, okay? Like, brush to scalp. Like, it feels so good. Feels so good. So as I said before, I do have a pretty good idea as to where I'm gonna be moving into by the end of this month. Now is just time to really get all the resources, get whatever has to get done, and we'll be done. We'll be in there in no time. Also, this is a place that I have not showed you guys at all, because honestly, this place that I'm talking about was honestly like not even one of my options to move into. And y'all gonna find out soon. Y'all gonna probably find out soon, honestly. But just know, like, this place, it has a lot of work to be done, honestly. So that's the stitch on apartments. Now, y'all. Now, you guys know I'm also in the process of getting my new car. Whoop, whoop. So, there's actually a lot going on with that too. And one thing about it is, I think I already told you guys what car I actually wanted to go with. If I didn't, I'll tell you guys now. I actually wanted to go with the 2025 Kia K5 JT line car. The model that just came out pretty recently. And I went to the dealership, I got a whole like test drive and everything, and it was really good. Like, the car was smooth. The car, like, it was smooth, it was comfortable. Like, it was like, I was like, okay, yeah, like, I'm ready to, sign the lease. Like, let's go. Now, that wasn't Yahweh's plan though. Like, that wasn't Yahweh's plan. Okay, so here's the stitch, right? So the Kia K5, we sat down with one of the Kia dealership employees, and he was talking about, like, if I want a zero down, then I'm gonna have to pay, like, I think around like $500 a month for the car. And you guys know, like, one of the reasons why I have a 9 to 5 is because of financial, stuff going on. So 500 for a car right now, I was just like, okay, that's doable, but that's also not really like my ideal for real. So I prayed. Okay. And one of the things that I really, really just wanted was to really just have a car with no car payment. Like honestly, if I just have a car with that's already paid off, and all I have to do is just pay whatever I have to pay, and then have it, and then not even worry about no car payment, girl, let's do it. So guess what? Also, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair, because I love how it's just out right now. But I know if I went to bed with it out, it's gonna mat up. So we have to figure out what we're gonna do with this hair. Anyway, let me just continue though. I want a car where the vehicle is already paid off, and it's safe to drive, everything is good with it, there's no problems with it, nothing. So obviously Yahweh knows the desires of our heart, and he clearly knows the desire of my heart. And so I had to really do some extensive, like, when I say extensive research on like what cars to really get, and like, what cars is really gonna like be good for me and have all the features that I want, and it's safe to drive and everything. So I did some research, and I didn't really, when I was doing the research, it didn't really like align. Like, I was just like, weird. Like I was just like, maybe not. But then, right? But then I went into a site. Yeah, I went to a site. I'm not gonna say the site. and and then all of a sudden a vehicle popped up where, you know, it was for sale, and, you know, like it was definitely within like a really, really good budget. Like it was in a really, really good budget. And I was like, okay, bet. Let me contact the owner. So I contacted the owner. And I was like, hey, and mind you, before I contacted the owner, not only was this car going for a really, really, really good price, but it also was paid off. When I saw that, one, the vehicle was paid off, two, it was within a really good price, and three, it was just posted like 3 days ago when I saw the post, I was like, oh yeah, this is Yahweh. Mind you, this was the first vehicle that I saw when I opened like the site. I was like, wait, this is kind of cute. And it was just posted. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and contact the owner. So I contacted the owner and I was like, hey, you know, is this car still available? And he said, yeah, it's still available. And I was like, okay, like how long have you had it? Because the vehicle had one other owner. So I was like, yeah, so like how long have you had the car? I think he probably bought it off of somebody, because when he responded, he was like, oh, I haven't had it. I haven't really had it for a day. You know, it's still in transit from like another state coming to Florida. And I was like, oh, so I'm like, oh, like, so it's not even, it didn't even touch down in Florida, but we were already in talks of like me getting the car. So I was like, wait, this is actually like really good. And I also asked him for like the information about the car, you know, if there's any problems with it, any damages, like I needed to know everything, right? And it was so smooth, like the conversation was so smooth. He sent me screenshots, he sent me receipts of the car, like very thorough, very detailed. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Cause one thing about it, like, Yahweh, he's going to come through. So I was like, okay, bet. This is some really good stuff right here, right? And we were in talks of it, we were in talks of the car, and mind you, he said that the car is coming sometime this weekend. I actually contacted him earlier today, and so I'm kind of waiting on his response, you know, seeing if the car is available, if it came in, stuff like that. And we're gonna see what happens from here, because, you know, I do plan on getting it either tomorrow or the next day. So definitely sometime very, very, very soon, that car will be in my possession. If it's in Yahweh's will. So yeah, definitely just like, I'm just definitely looking forward to this car. And I'm not saying what type of car it is yet, because once I show you guys this car, y'all gonna be like, wait, huh? Yeah. So I'm very excited, okay? Aside from that, everything else in terms of like the job, apartment, car, is pretty much like, you know, it's really coming together. Like it's really, really coming together. And I just 1,000% know that everything is just gonna align perfectly, and it's gonna align in my favor, and it's going to align in Yahweh's will and his divine timing. And we'll just see what happens from here, y'all. For real. So yeah. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much the end of my self-care chit chat night routine. I really wanted to update you guys on like what's been going on and everything. So that is gonna be it. If you guys liked it, go ahead, like, comment, and of course subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Yahweh willingly. Bye.